Hi, I'm Lisa Sabaniak, and in this video, I'm going to introduce you to working with the full moon. Now, full moon energy is all about releasing, letting go of energy that no longer serves you, perhaps people that no longer serve you, right? It also involves things like forgiveness, allowing yourself to just clear yourself from whatever energy, people, places, experiences, situations, things that are not working and that you're ready to let go of. And that means that we need to do a little bit of work before the full moon so we can figure out what those things are. Now, I have a whole series of videos lined up for you that will come in the next few weeks. And each of them is going to focus on a specific chakra and exactly what types of things might be coming up for each individual chakra so that we can release there, right? So we can get ready for each full moon with each chakra if we like. Or what you could do is binge watch all of the videos and then you can get ready to release whichever has really come up, is really prevalent for you going on with this next full moon. And the idea is that once you have released this in the full moon, that you would then work with the new moon, which is then going to be our next video, where you will then go back through either, again, if you're doing it individually for each chakra, or if you're doing it for a group of them, whatever works for you, that you would go in and actually attract and set your intentions for what it is that you want to receive, because new moon energy is all about receiving. So I've chosen to do this by using the chakras because I have been working with chakras for numerous years, like we're talking decades now. And I do a course on chakra balancing. I have meditations for chakra balancing. And I recognize the importance of the chakras themselves and the importance of balancing, but then also in turn with doing this type of shadow work, which is really in the spiritual world what we're referring to as essentially psychotherapy, NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, cognitive behavioral therapy, anything that has you start to look deep within, to start to look at why it is that you are doing the things that you are doing, and whether or not that behavior is really serving you, and what you could be doing instead of your choosing so that you are still meeting your very valid needs, but in a way that best serves you. And this goes for me perfectly with the chakras. So let me just very quickly go through each of our main chakras that we would deal with here so that you've got an idea and you can start putting the pieces of the puzzle together yourself. So starting at the root chakra, what this chakra is dealing with is survival, trust, grounding. It's also related to reproductive organs and just the idea of feeling safe, secure, centered, and grounded. So obviously, if that is not in balance, then you will not feel those things, right? And you might actually be um, overly kind of self-centered, overly unstable, right? Where you really are lacking trust and maybe accusing people of things that you don't have any evidence for, things like that. But then opposite way, every chakra can be imbalanced by being too active or not active enough. So you could, on the other hand, have other sides where you're too trusting, where people have given you the opportunity to see that they do not deserve that trust, and yet here you are, right? So any kind of sign of imbalance here and dealing with this kind of deep-rooted fear, sense of security and trust is going to be related with the root chakra. Moving into the sacral chakra, now we're dealing with sexuality and creativity and abundance. So any kind of issues going on there, hopefully you're starting to see what types of shadow work might be lurking in the shadows for you with these two separate chakras. Next, we move into the solar plexus. This is where our vitality, our sense of power, and our ability to manifest comes from. Moving into the heart, of course, this one is the easiest one because we know the heart, for a long time with society has been all about love. And that, of course, is true. Love, acceptance, and also healing comes from the heart. Our throat chakra is all about communication, the way that we express ourselves. And of course, our thyroid gland is here. So any issues with the thyroid gland or even the respiratory system would be related with our throat chakra. Moving into the third eye chakra here, now we've got awareness, intuition, our thought processes, things of this nature. And then finally, we land in our crown chakra, which is dealing with spirituality and enlightenment. So, as we approach that full moon, asking yourself honestly and truly, am I ready to release this? Am I ready to release this need to hold on to the person or situation or perhaps people and situations that caused the wound that is causing me to have issues with trust? Am I ready to let go of the issue of trust? And if that is a resounding yes for you, then we work with the full moon to let that go. And what that might look like is you light a candle and you write down what it is you're willing to let go and you burn it in the flame of the candle. Of course, if you've got something safe that you can then put it in to allow it to burn. If you don't, or you don't like that idea, you can rip it up into tiny little pieces. And from there, you can bury it. So if you burn it, you're releasing it into the air. And if you bury it, you're releasing it to Mother Earth. Another beautiful ritual that you can do for the full moon and releasing is a bath or a shower. And this is with the intention that as the water is washing over you, it is taking with it that which you wish to release. And that sets us up perfectly for our next video coming soon, which is all about the new moon and how you can work with her in order to bring in new intentions for yourself to replace what you have just released. Keep an eye out for that. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do so by clicking that subscribe button and then clicking on that bell icon so that you never miss a video. Bless.